Have you ever dreamed of stepping right into the world of Harry Potter? And I don't mean a theme park. I mean the actual place where the magic was made for over a decade. Well, you are in the right place. Today, we're unlocking all the secrets of the Warner Bros. Studio Tour in London.
So first things first, let's get a sense of just how huge this is. This isn't some small niche attraction. We're talking over 2 million visitors every single year. That's almost 6,000 fans a day walking through those doors, which, as you can probably guess, is exactly why you have to book your tickets way, way in advance. Seriously.
And that brings us to maybe the most important thing you need to know before you even think about booking. The London tour is completely different from the parks in Orlando. You got to think of London as a real-life filmmaking museum. You're there to see the actual sets, the real props. Orlando, that's your immersive theme park built for epic rides and interactive shows. Both are absolutely incredible, for sure, but they offer two totally different kinds of magic.
So let's really dig into what makes the London experience so unique. It's time to go beyond the silver screen and actually step onto the real production floor where all the magic happened.
And it all comes down to one word: authenticity. For a whole decade, these studios at Leavesden were the home of the Harry Potter films. The sets you're going to walk on, the props you'll see, these are not replicas. They are the real deal. You are literally standing on the production floor.
And because everything is so authentic, you get this incredible peek behind the curtain. So let's dive into some of the secrets of the sets and explore the mind-blowing artistry that brought all this magic to life.
Okay, check this out. The prop department had this totally brilliant system. First, you had your hero props. These were the super detailed, gorgeous versions for all the close-up shots. Then you had backup props, because, things would inevitably break during filming. And this is the clever part. Soft props made of rubber or foam for all those duels and stunts, making sure none of the actors got hurt. And the same insane level of detail went into the costumes. I mean, they made thousands of outfits, but what's truly wild are the continuity binders. These were basically encyclopedias of damage, tracking every single rip, stain, or wand burn on a costume to make sure it looked exactly the same from one take to the next, even if those takes were filmed weeks apart.
This hands-on, physical artistry absolutely extended to the creatures, too. We're talking about the Creature Effects Lab, where goblins and house elves were literally brought to life. This wasn't all CGI, not by a long shot. They used stuff like silicone and foam and even hand-punched individual hairs just to make sure these beings felt real and tangible under those bright studio lights.
One of the coolest things the tour makes super clear is the difference between SFX and VFX. So SFX, or special effects, are the real, physical things that happen right there on set. The wind blowing in an actor's hair, the smoke bubbling out of a cauldron. It gives the actors something real to react to. Then comes VFX, visual effects, which is all the digital magic added later, the sparks from a wand, the flying creatures. The two had to work together perfectly to create what we saw on screen.
Now, what's really cool is that the tour isn't just a static museum. Nope, it's always changing, transforming itself all year long, with special seasonal events. It's a whole year of magic.
And listen, 2026 is a huge year to go. It kicks off with Magical Mischief, which is all about the Weasley twins. Then, the summer is going to be a massive 25th anniversary special for the first film. After that, things get a little spooky with the Dark Arts event for Halloween before everything ends with the gorgeous Hogwarts in the snow. Every season gives you something new to see.
Okay, so you're inspired. You know which season you want to visit. Now for the practical stuff. Let's build your magical day planner.
So you go to the official website and you see those two little words that just make your heart sink: sold out. It happens all the time because tickets get snapped up months in advance. But do not panic. There are almost always other ways to get in.
All right, here's your game plan. First, check the official tour operators. Think companies like Golden Tours, who often bundle tickets with a coach from London. Next, look for combo tours. Then, search those big aggregator sites that pull from lots of different sellers. And a pro tip, always check for those late afternoon or evening slots like 5 or 6 p.m. They're usually the last to go. And hey, if you're really in a bind, premium tours and hotel packages are often the very last options left.
Once you've got that golden ticket, getting there is actually a breeze. The fastest way is probably the train from London Euston to Watford Junction. It's only about 20 minutes. From there, a free shuttle bus zips you right to the studio. You can also drive, parking is free, and like we said, plenty of tour companies offer direct coaches right from central London.
So, to wrap up all the planning stuff, here are the 3 big takeaways. Number 1,
Book early. I cannot say this enough. Book as early as you possibly can. 2. Give yourself at least 3 hours. But honestly, if you're a real fan, you could easily spend 5 hours there and not get bored. And 3, if you can swing it, try for a weekday afternoon. It's usually way less crowded, which means better photos and more space to just soak it all in.
And all of this leaves us with one final thought. When you see the tiny, intricate models, the giant green screens, and all the clever little tricks that made you believe in magic, does it break the spell? Or does seeing the incredible human passion and artistry that went into every single frame actually make it all feel even more real? I guess that's something you can only answer once you've walked through the Great Hall doors yourself.